thoughts breathed, marked by fire they couldn't see. I carry storms beneath my skin, a hush before I do them in. My name was woven with smoking thread, whispers crown me long after they fled. I rose from ruins they buried deep, now I speak the secrets they couldn't keep. I'm my legend, I'm the proof. I wear the sky like battle truth. Made of shadow, flame and bone, I stand where myths were overthrown. I walk like thunder, don't need a crowd. My name was forged when the world burned down. I don't ask fate, I bend it to will. A reckoning wrapped in something still. They call me myth, but I'll breathe real. A storm they sense before they kneel. I rise like night before the dawn. Unwritten law, eternal song. I walk through myths they tried to drown, but I bloom in silence, thorn and crown. My shadow bends the iron will. They chant my name and tremble still. I was the omen they wrote in red, the sun they swore had long been dead. Now I'm the sky that will not break, the breath before the world awakes. I'm not legend, I'm the proof. I wear the sky like battle truth. Made of shadow, flame and bone, I stand where myths were overthrown. I walk like thunder, don't need a crown. My name was forged when the wall went down. I don't ask fate, I bend it to will. A reckoning wrapped in something still. They call me myth, but I breathe real. The storm they sense before they kneel. I rise like night before the dawn. Unwritten law, eternal song. I walk through myths they tried to drown, but I bloom in silence, thorn and crown. My shadow bends the iron will. They chant my name and tremble still. I was the omen they wrote in red, the sun they swore had long been dead. Now I'm the sky that will not break, the breath before the world awakes. I walk through myth, ash to flame and flame to flight. Name me shadow, crown me night. Blood remembers, stars align. I speak the oath and cross the line. Bone to dust and dust to throne. I rise in voice, I rise alone. Mark this vow in sky and scar. I am the myth they feared you are. No more fire to light, I became the flame. No more name to claim, I became the name. Wind at my back, ash at my feet. Every silence I shatter now sings to me. I walk like thunder and I never look back.
Well, hello everybody. Excuse me. I trust everybody's having a good day. Trying to get this removed. Oh, come on. There we go. Much better. Much better. First off, I want to start tonight by people that might not know actress Diane. She was a brilliant actress, and Hollywood's going to have a big void to fill with her death. Um, Tonight, open panel. If anybody wants to show up, talk about Netflix. What's your favorite Netflix show? I have several that I will watch like religiously. I've watched several of them. God, I've lost track. Game of Thrones is on HBO Max. It's another one I like to watch, but I'm more suited to Netflix because it has more stuff that I like. It's got just about everything from the Walking Dead universe on it, which I'm working my way through The Walking Dead now. Another favorite show of mine is The 100. It's a brilliant, brilliant show, and I've actually read the books for the series and just like, wow. So I'm hoping some people will show up. I know there's people watching in the bushes. I also want to say again, thank you, Markella, for the wonderful intro that you made for me. I know it was hard to do, and I'm grateful for that. So come on, somebody pop in. Don't let me sit here. Um, I trust everybody is well, or I hope that everybody is well. Um, last week, I just lost a day somewhere. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it happens to the best of us. Um, come on, someone from the bushes, just pop on. Don't let me sit here by myself. I know there's gotta be people out there that have Netflix shows that they like to watch. So come on, let's talk about them. Give me some more ideas on what to watch than the same old stuff day after day. Um, guys, I'm really trying to make a go at this. I'm redoing the channel because I started off good, but got railroaded into the drama. What I wanted for my channel, that's not where I wanted to go. That's why after I come home from rehab, after the incident with my chair, to start things over from scratch. I have ideas for topics and like this week, just something fun, talk about your favorite Netflix shows. Next week, I want to dive into the NIL and is it ruining collegiate sports? Because I have a very strong opinion on that subject. So come on, somebody, don't let me sit here by myself. To the two people that are watching from the bushes, at least say something in the chat. I'm trying to make a go of things here. And some people just are determined that I don't. People don't want someone like me to succeed. And, that hurts. So come on. I don't know what I've done to some of you to make you hate me the way that you are or the way that you do. If I offended someone, I'm sorry for that. But I want my channel to be a good one, not a drama sphere one, because that drama is just too much. So please, someone, at least say hello in the chat because, you know, like I said, I'm trying to make a go of this. I don't want to become rich and famous from it, but I just want to do something to have a little fun. So come on. You know, Anyways, if you don't want to be here, that's fine. But I mean, we don't have to talk Netflix. We can talk HBO. We can talk Tubi. There's other streaming platforms that we can talk. It does not just have to be Netflix. So, anyone, please. Come on. I love you guys. And I really am just trying to make a go of things here. I'm down, and it feels like there is no support, which I know makes it a lot harder for me, but I won't give up. I won't shut down, and I won't walk away, which I know some people want me to do. Hi, Mary Jane. How are you? I hope all is well for you, hon. I just I'm doing this as an outlet for all the energy that I store up because I can't get out and do things. This is just another window into the world for me. Mary Jane, do you watch Netflix, hon? And do you have a show that you like on there? Because I have several I can really deep dive into. Like I've watched the 100. I don't forget how many times. I've read the book series for the 100. So you know, it's nice to have a little bit of support, Mary Jane. I love you for that. Um, to the other person watching from the bushes. Hi, Shake That MFS. I love that name. How are you? Yes, we are live right now. And Mary Jane, I am obsessed with the 100. Um, I know that the people that play Clark and Bellamy are husband and wife in real life. They're from Australia. Um, they actually got married during filming of the 100. Um, that's Bob and Eliza. I follow several of the actors. Oh, really? True Blood. I'm gonna have to check that out because that sounds. Oh, Shake, don't worry about that. I'll just call you Shake if that's okay. And I've seen, believe me when I say I've seen worse names than yours on these YouTube streets. Trust me. Actually, I like that name. So, um, True Blood, is that on Netflix, Mary Jane? Because that actually sounds interesting. Ah, Shake, I love you. Oops, dropped something. Oh well. Um, what else do you like to watch on Netflix, Mary Jane? I'm working my way for the fourth time now through Lost. Might be someone that has you blocked. Shake that MFS. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see me pulling it up on the screen, Mary Jane. That's who's in here. Um, I've seen Shake around a few times, so um, Oh, I could go down a rabbit hole on names worse names than what you've got, Shake, trust me. There's some rather interesting ones out there. But, I've also seen some really neat of spelling them out. So, um, I'm trying to think. What else do I watch on the 100? Hold on, let me pull up my Netflix and look here. Uh, Let me find my list. Oh, I'm working my way through the last season of SWAT. Love, love Shamar. Like I said, I'm working my way through um, I've watched Riverdale several times. I have been through Cobra Kai like 5 or 6 times. Um, there's a couple on here that I haven't watched yet that I wanna I've worked my way through Call the Midwife. I love that show too. Downton Abbey. I've seen everything from that except for the new movie that's out. I'm waiting for it to show up on Netflix. Um, I've got all kinds of, uh, shows that I wanna watch. I've watched some of 60 Days In. Uh, there's some Hallmark movies on here. A Christmas Prince, that's always been a favorite of mine. Um, Never seen them, Mary Jane? Wow. I watched one that came out just a couple months ago. It was about the, tornado that hit Joplin, Missouri, called Twister Caught in a Storm. That was a very eye-opening documentary. I mean, I'm looking for others that I've watched. I got so much stuff on my list that I haven't watched yet, 'cause I tend to go back to the same old stuff again and again. Oh, the Princess Switch series, I love that one. Oh, like, Ghost Hunters is leaving soon. Ah, and so is American Ninja Warrior. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff on here. I've watched Tall Girl and Tall Girl 2 that stars a young lady by the name of Ava who, uh, was a dancer on, Dance Moms. Very tall young lady with long legs. She's very sweet, very, very beautiful. Um Netflix is probably my one little indulgence that I give myself every month. So, because I don't have, an antenna for, like, regular television, so I need something. I watch Netflix, and then there's a lot of free stuff on an app called Tubi that I like to watch as well. Like, right now on Tubi, I'm working my way through the series Versailles, which used to be on Netflix originally, but they took the first 2 seasons off for some reason, I don't know. Oh, no, Mary Jane. No, 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 no. Maybe you could take it to a tech person that can fix it, because 'cause I've had to do that in the past as well. We actually have a young man in my area, lives about 30 miles from me, and he repairs stuff like, phones, tablets. It's just a little side gig for him, make a little pocket change. And I know one of my sons has taken his phone to him numerous times because he's very careless with it, and, you know, he's 21 now. He's finally at 21 in his first apartment, and I'm so proud of him. So proud of both of my boys. They're grown now, and I just hope my youngest, my 21-year-old survive survives it, because he's used to being having someone always around, and now he's by himself. But I have faith that he'll do good. He's got a good support system, and, anyways, back to Netflix. Let me look here. I'm looking for some I've watched a lot of stuff on here, like, uh, Ghost Hunters, can't Zach Bagans. Um, probably need to spend. Um, I'm looking here. Christmas on Mistletoe Farm is a little uh, British movie that gives Hallmark vibes. I liked it very much so. Um, let's see. Black Sails is one I want to watch because the guy who played Rowan on the 100 is in it. He was also in a few episodes on The Walking Dead during the season that Rick blew up the bridge and disappeared. He played Justin, one of the saviors on there, and ironically, the there's an actress that on the last few seasons of The Walking Dead that also was on the 100. Um, she was the Nightblood that left her conclave and was living on an oil rig. I can't remember what her character's name was at the moment. Uh, um, hey Peggy, welcome in. Good to see you. There, to me, there's really not a difference between StreamYard and Restream. I just like Restream more. They have better stuff to offer for backgrounds and stuff. Um, oh, come on. Oh, Nadia. No, it wasn't Carol. Nadia Hilker. Who did she play on the 100? God, that's gonna irritate me now. I gotta look it up. Oh, come on. Don't be a pain in my ass. Let's just slow. Nadia Hilker. Actually, oh, she's German. I did not know that. She was born in Munich, Germany in 1988. I'm trying to see here. She played Crew on the 100, and then she played Magna on seasons 9, 10, and 11, the last 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. Oh, Melissa McBride, Shake. She's just so amazing. I love how her character has evolved from a timid woman in the beginning to such a strong, fierce woman in the end. And I feel sorry for the character that it took the end of the world to make that happen. I have not watched season 2 of the Daryl Dixon series, which is called the Book of Carol. Okay, here, Peggy might give me something to watch. Duchess, A Royal Affair, Pride and Prejudice. Ooh, that sounds good. I love period pieces. Like I've watched Call the Midwife from the get go, Downton Abbey, The Crown. I'm like obsessed with period shows, especially if they're like British based. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with them. I'm trying to think. I think it was last. No, I was watching. Working my way through the last season of SWAT, and there was this. The one episode where treasure hunters had found stuff that had been from another country that had been in the ocean for God knows how long, and finally won their court case and was trying to take them back. And the one actress looked so familiar. I couldn't catch it at first. I caught it at the end. I seen the face. I paused it, and It was the, woman who played Raven on the 100. I didn't recognize her. The way they had her dressed and talking was you you wouldn't have known it was her until you seen a close-up shot of her face, and that's what did it for me. I know she got married, I think it was, like, 3 years ago, um, and a lot of her castmates were there for the wedding because I seen pictures on Facebook. Uh, is that one on Netflix, Peggy, the one with Keira Knightley? Because if it's a period piece, I'll watch it. The only period piece I cannot stand is Bridgerton. I just cannot stand it. It seems kinda, like, snobby and not, uh, as laid back as some of the other stuff that I do like to watch. Um, oh, let's see here. Let me look here. I've worked my way through Reba. Love Reba McEntire. She's a very comedic but serious actress as well as a very accomplished, uh, country music superstar. Um, I'm waiting for the next season of The Empress to come out. Um, there was another show that I was watching. Uh, oh, fudge! That's gonna bug the daylights out of me. Um, ah, God, that's gonna irritate me now. Ooh, now you're going old school, Peggy. I like that. Like, I have an extensive DVD collection from many, many different genres, but all of the ones that I really like Gone with the Wind, let me turn around and look here. I've got, uh, the remake of The King and I with, Jodie Foster in it called Anna and the King, um, In the Heat of the Night, the movie, not the TV show. The Coincidentally, that movie, all but, like, 2 scenes, was filmed in the county that I live in. If you, uh, ever watched that movie, it's got Rod Steiger and, Sidney Poitier in it, both brilliant actors of their time. Uh, there was a scene where the chief was chasing, someone they considered a murder suspect, and the suspect was running on a bridge. That bridge is in Chester, Illinois. I live about 15 miles from that bridge. The bridge was built in the '40s, uh, was destroyed by a tornado after it was built, and they rebuilt it. But the bridge is old, it's narrow, the deck is slowly starting to crumble, so they are building a new bridge just to the west of it, which should be done sometime next year, and then they will dismantle the iconic bridge that's there. It was one of the last toll bridges in the state of Illinois, I do remember that. But anyways, the murder suspect in that movie that the chief was chasing was a very young Scott Wilson, which if, you ever watched The Walking Dead, it was seasons 2, 3, and 4. Scott Wilson was Herschel Green on The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was or not The Walking Dead, In the Heat of the Night was Scott Wilson's first feature film, and, of course, his character was killed on The Walking Dead by the governor, and then, during Rick's hallucinations before he left the show, one of his hallucinations or dreams was with Herschel. Herschel or not Herschel, Scott Wilson passed away like, he died on a Saturday, and then the next day was the premiere of the episode that had him in it, which was kinda sad, but the episode was dedicated to his memory. Um, The Walking Dead is filmed in Sonoya, Georgia. There have been other very popular shows, some that might be on Netflix. I know one is on HBO that's been shot in Sonoya over the years. The TV show In the Heat of the Night was filmed there. Um, The Dukes of Hazzard was filmed in Sonoya. Yet The Walking Dead, The Vampire Diaries was filmed in Sonoya. And I know Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl, and the guy who uh, Greg Nicotero, the executive producer of pretty much everything in Walking Dead, uh, went in together and they have a restaurant in Sonoya. God, I need to get off The Walking Dead. What else have I been looking here? Apollo 13. I like that movie. It's kind of a period piece, but in the same way, it's not. Um, no, there was another small series that I liked watching that I've watched several times. It has the actress who played Lady Mary on Downton Abbey, and the actress who oh the heavyset blonde woman who took over as a doctor when the first doctor was killed in Alexandria. She's also on that show. I cannot for the life of me uh, remember the name of it, and I'm not finding it on my list. Um, let's see here. Not that show. Don't want to watch it. I just want to read it, but it won't let me. Soylent Green sounds very uh, interesting, Peggy. I'll have to definitely check that out. Um, I'm looking here. Michelle Dockery, that's her name, is on this, and it's like it's a western show. Godless, that's it. I believe that's it. Let me look. Uh, Television. Come on. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, it's a Western drama. It's a miniseries. It was only 7 episodes, but it was really, really good. I'm looking. Uh, had several other big names in it. Well, it had Michelle Dockery, uh, Sam Waterston, Jeff Daniels was in it. Um, I'm looking at the cast for Godless. Ooh, Rosemary's Baby. I've heard that. Never watched it, but I've heard of it. So definitely going to write that down and add it to my list. Um, she wasn't a guess. What was their character's name? Uh, it was a female, not a male. That's gonna irritate me. Let's see if I can find it this way. Let's see. She, the one thinking of, she was shot through the eye with an arrow. Excuse me. She had never been out on a run before, and then went on a run with Daryl and Rosita where they run into Dwight and some of the saviors. That's just gonna irritate me so I can figure out. Ooh, anything with Rock Hudson's gonna be good, Peggy. Oh, I love older movies. I have a nice little collection of them going. Um, when I was a kid, my favorite movie at the time was the Muppet movie. And when they came out with a new Muppet movie, I took my oldest to the theater to see it. And I kid you not, when I say every adult that was in that theater sang the song at the end of the movie that Kermit played with his little banjo for. And my son was just looking around like, "What's going on?" And I told him, I said, "It's called nostalgia, sweetheart." Um, that was really a wonderful experience. Uh, Denise, she played Denise on The Walking Dead. Let me see here. Merritt Weaver, that's it. Merritt Weaver. Like I said, she was on Godless. Um, she played Mary Agnes McNeil. Was a tough woman who had been married. Her husband was the mayor and he died. And then she fell in love with the school teacher who was an ex prostitute. So, but Godless is a really good show to watch. I'm not big on the horror movie genre. It, I don't know. I mean, I can watch them, but if I'm gonna watch a horror movie, it has to be in broad daylight because if not, I will not sleep for a week. I don't know what it is. I know it's not real, but it just really affects me. But there is one horror movie that I can watch and not flinch, and that is uh, Halloween 5 because I watched it so many times. I was in high school when it came out, and we had a satellite dish, and it was free on one of the satellites that we could connect to. So I don't know how many times I watched it. So that one I could watch day or night. It won't phase me, but anything else is just no, I can't do it. um, let's see. Let's go back to the original topic, Netflix. What's something else that I have watched? Like I said, I've watched everything in the Walking Dead universe except for seasons 2 and 3 of the Daryl Dixon series. I've watched Riverdale numerous times. The 100, The Walking Dead. Oh, another show that I really love is Nashville. I love the show because it had so many great songs on it. Some that could have been chart toppers for uh, anybody that is a country singer. So a lot of the songs on there were just amazing. And I actually have one of my playlists on uh oh, what is that app? Let me look here. Um on Spotify, I have like 2 or 3 playlists of nothing but songs from the TV show Nashville. Everybody on that show that sang had amazing voices, and, if they weren't actors and actresses, some of them could have a legit chance to become a country music superstar. Uh, let's see. So Ninth Gate. That that actually sounds really good, Peggy. I've not heard of it, but sounds very, very interesting. Things here. We go. Eyes Wide Shut. Is that oh, what's her name? Sandra Bullock. Is that the one with Sandra Bullock? Uh, I don't know. It's just Netflix. I watch it a lot of the time because there's not a whole lot, excuse me, physically that I can do because of my, well, let's just say because of my health. So I do sit here and watch a lot of TV. Let me get a drink here. Pardon me. There we go. But a lot of my time I sit here watching TV. If it's something that I've watched over and over, I'll work on a project. Right now I'm in the process of knitting a blanket on a loom. I can't do the needles. I've tried. Originally, this blanket was going to be for my mom for Christmas, but uh, I learned the other day that a good friend of mine that I've known online for several years now, her house burnt down Monday night or Monday morning, and her husband had to jump from a second story window, and the husband had to throw the 3-year-old out the window where the mom caught her. But then mom realized she couldn't walk. She shattered a lot of the bones in her foot, one of her feet, and had to have surgery the other day to put plates in. So I changed my mind. I'm gonna finish the blanket off here in a couple weeks, and I'm going to mail it to my friend. She lives in Canada. I don't know if they have stuff like organizations like the Red Cross there, but all the family got out. Mom, dad, and all 5 kids got out, but they literally got out with the pajamas they had on. They, like I said, lost everything. So, um, yeah. Uh, I'm not a Tom Cruise fan, Peggy. A lot of it's got to do with his being in Scientology, which to me is just a organized cult. So I try not to watch anything that's got him in it. I did watch uh oh uh, the new Top Gun movie, which I found, was kind of boring. Wasn't as much action to me in it as there was in the first one, but that's about as far as I'll go with Tom Cruise in it. Days of Thunder is a good movie. I'll watch it, but I try to avoid Tom Cruise. Um, Now his ex-wife, uh, Nicole Kidman, she's a brilliant actress. I've watched a lot of the stuff that she's done, and Witness is that Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis, I believe. Is that the one where the little Amish boy witnesses a murder or something like that? That was a good movie. So an older movie, like from the late 80s, early 90s, something like that. I love anything with Harrison Ford in it. He's a wonderful actress. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, that's the one with Kelly McGillis, who was, on I think she was on Top Gun. That was a really good movie. Another thing I like to do to pass the time is read. I've read a lot, and I say a lot of, Amish romance novels. There's a lot of different ones out there, and, there's a small Amish community that's not too far from me, about I think about 20 miles or so, and, they have this little store out in the middle of nowhere close to one of their farms, and I've stopped in there a few times when the boys were younger, and one time I went in there, I had my oldest with me, and for the longest time growing up, he was terrified of anything, like, with big big bushy beards or a mask on. He would literally go into convulsions. We went in there, and we got what we was getting, and we went to check out, and there was an Amish man running the cash register, and he started freaking out. So the gentleman come out from behind the counter, took his hat off, and knelt down in front of my son and talked to him and calmed him down. And then after that, stuff like that didn't bother him anymore. So that Amish man was, very sweet and very kind to sit there and talk to my son and calm him down. I love their, bread, by the way, but I need to get off that rabbit hole. Jack Nicholson is oh, man. First let me think. First movie I ever watched with Jack Nicholson in it was the Batman movie that had Michael Keaton in it. Um, what was his line? "You ever dance by the light of a pale moonlight," or something like that. That was my first experience watching Jack Nicholson, and I've enjoyed numerous movies of his ever since. Don't ask me to name them, I can't, you know, don't have closest movie theater from me is, like, 50 miles away, so I have to rely on when movies get released on Netflix or, Prime Video and stuff like that, 'cause, you know, plus transportation-wise, our local transit system only runs during the daytime, so, it's Netflix, HBO Max, sometimes Hulu, which, what was that on? Oh, The Handmaid's Tale. I've read the book for that too. Michael Douglas is another really good actor. Comes from, uh, an acting dynasty, his dad was Kirk Douglas. So and I could go down a rabbit hole of older actors, like, started before I was born that I thought were, brilliant, but I have to say probably one of my favorite actors that started acting before I was Sidney Poitier, and he died, like, just a couple of years ago. He was Virgil Tibbs in the, uh, Heat of the Night movie that I was talking about earlier. He had a brilliant career and it just was a very good actor. I could tell you little tidbits about, the movie. Like I said, all of it, like, a couple of scenes were shot in the vicinity of where I live. They had to shoot one scene in Tennessee, which was below the Mason-Dixon line, and this was back, during times uh, with the debate on segregation. When they went to Tennessee to film that scene, Sidney Poitier slept with a loaded pistol under his pillow the entire time that they were there. Basic Instinct, that's a good movie. I've seen it a couple times. Uh, Sitting here looking at my extensive DVD collection. A lot of them is movies I bought for my kids, like the High School Musical series. I'm looking here. I got a couple Brendan Fraser movies here. Um, oh, I've got National Velvet is another really good movie. Um, w- uh, Sabrina. I've seen the original and the remake. Both movies were brilliant. Um, I've got uh, Seabiscuit, which is a horse racing movie. Secretariat, another horse racing movie. I have a couple of movies like The Chaperone and Knucklehead that had where the leading actor was in them was wrestlers from WWE. Oh, I did not know that. He's with who's he with? Catherine Zeta Jones now, right? Um, I'm getting here. Yeah, Anna and the King. Uh, I have the entire original series of Charmed on DVD. Uh, I have. I'm not ashamed to say it. Glee, all 6 seasons on DVD. The reason behind me having the entire series of Glee was back when the pandemic first started. There was like a lot of reels popping up on Facebook of uh, different scenes from the show, and my youngest was God, let me see. He was a sophomore in high school when COVID hit, and he seen all these reels on Facebook. So I told him, "He's like, buddy, I'll buy the DVDs and we'll sit here and watch them." He'd never heard of the show, and by the time he watched the last episode, he was just like he had no words for it. I know he enjoyed it. A lot of what I know about music artists and their songs that were covered on that show, um, there's songs I'm still discovering that sung by people that I would never think to listen to. So I've my world of, music that I like to listen to expanded extensively after having watched Glee. Let me see, what else we got here? I can't really see a lot of them. Um, oh, I've got Bedazzled. That was a good movie. It's really hard to look at them because they're halfway across the room. So, couple Hilary Duff movies. Um, got the first Agent Cody Banks on DVD that has Frankie Muniz and Hilary Duff in it. Um, story about Frankie Muniz a couple years ago. Um, see, the state of Illinois has 2 state fairs every year. They have one in Springfield, which is the capital. Then they have one in a town called DuQuoin, which is more for the people in the southern half of the state. And there's always a couple of big car races on this huge ass track there at the fairgrounds. And my brother, who drives a stock car, goes down there every year to race the modified race. Not so much to try and win because I don't think the car that they have is very competitive, but it gives him a lot of seat time, and then he can say he got to trade paint with so and so driver. But a couple years ago, they were down there. My oldest calls me and was totally fangirling. He's like, Mom, I met Malcolm. I'm like, Malcolm who? He's like, Malcolm in the middle. I'm like, oh, you mean Frankie Muniz? He's like, yeah, him. I got to meet him. And I just laughed at him because yeah, he was, like, totally fangirling, and I just thought it was so funny, but he sent me a picture, Frankie took, was nice enough to take a selfie with my son. So, um, we add that to the collection of, uh, celebrities that he's met. He's met, several NASCAR drivers and gotten pictures with them, but for him to meet Frankie Muniz, I think that made his whole world, and, 'cause Frankie pretty much has left Hollywood behind to pursue a career in racing, and he's doing a decent job. So, except for now he's back in Hollywood even while he's racing because they're doing a reboot of Malcolm in the Middle, I think. Wait, Catherine was a porno star? I did not know that. I know I seen an article, uh, the past couple days about how he's not pleased how, she's flashing their wealth around. So I wonder if there might be trouble in paradise for those 2. Who was the British starlet that he wanted to marry? Now, I know, in her own right, Catherine Zeta-Jones is a brilliant actress, and she had her own money, but, judging by what I'm reading here, it's like she was after the Douglas money, and, there's a shit ton of that with everybody from that family that, is in the Hollywood business. Uh, let me see here. Let's go back to Netflix. Um, no, I don't wanna watch that. Wish people on Discord would just, stop messaging me, especially if they know that I'm live. I'm looking at stuff that, they scary suspenseful TV dramas. The Haunting of Bly Manor, I've been wanting to see that, Cabin in the Woods is another one I wanna see. I know they're horror movies, but they really sound, uh, interesting. Um, let's see here. Top 10 TV shows in the US today according to Netflix. You got Monster: The Ed Gein Story, which I'm fixing to watch that tomorrow. Halloween Is It Cake? Halloween, Love Is Blind, True Haunting sounds good. There's a movie called Boots, uh, limited series called Wayward is number 6. Number 7 is Victoria Beckham. Number 8 is The Great British Baking Show. Uh, Number 9 is a show called Poldark. Looks like a period piece. I might actually I'll add that to my list. And number 10 on their list is a show called, Black Rabbit. Let me look at my watch it again list. I got The 100, Riverdale, The Crown, Roswell, Legacies, Young Sheldon, Cobra Kai. Black Summer's a really good one. Squid Game, The Challenge is really good. Godless, I've watched all of Reba. I've watched a British period piece called Rebellion, was a good show. Um The Rain, which is, uh, a foreign show, is really, really good. Greenhouse Academy is another, movie that I or TV show I enjoyed. Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland. That makes, what, the 2nd or 3rd time on a TV show where he has played, uh, president of the United States, which I thought was really cool. Um, what is this? Christmas Inheritance, the leading actress in that, the Hallmark movie, the leading actress is it is Eliza Taylor, who we know played, Clark Griffin on The 100. That's called Christmas Inheritance. That's a really good one. Called The Midwife, I've watched. Meltdown 3 Mile Island, which was about a meltdown that happened on US soil. Uh, the Twister Caught in a Storm about Joplin. I've watched My Best Friend Anne Frank several times, which is a World War II era show. Then you got The Empress. Um, I've watched, uh, Celebrity Mole. I'm looking here. There's, like oh, they've got new stuff on here too, so there's always something that catches my eye on Netflix that I want to watch. But let's see here. Let me see here. Peggy, thank you for all the suggestions. I definitely am going to add a lot of that to my list and to the other 4 people that are in the bushes watching. Thanks for the view time because that helps too. But I'm at the hour mark, which is usually when I want to cut things off. And last time I was live, I ended my stream with one of the AI songs that I wrote. So, this song is called Rewrote Me Wrong, and it's a message to all my haters out there. So, next week, we'll be discussing the NIL and is it ruining collegiate sports? I have a lot to say on that subject. So, Peggy, thank you for coming. Mary Jane, Shake, I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't, and share. Please do share. Help me get out into that algorithm. And to the other 4 people in the bushes watching, like I said, thanks for being here. Thanks for the view time. I appreciate it. And Markella, if you're out there in the universe, thank you again and again for the brilliant intro that you made for me. So I'm going to end things there. It's been fun. Thanks for helping me go down the rabbit hole of Netflix shows, Peggy. It's always fun to do that. So until next time, guys.
They twisted the truth till my mirror cracked, turned my silence into a weapon impact. Hung my name like a trophy of blame, framed my face in the hall of shame. The lies break brittle when heat spins real. I sparked in the dark, became what they feel. I'm thunder inked on a blacked out sky. The forecast changed the day I defy. Say it loud, I'm not your shame. Took your script and burned the frame. You wrote me off, but I rewrote me strong. Every scar became a new battle song. You don't get to tell my story wrong. Not anymore, this page is mine all along. I wore your labels like battle paint, a target drawn, but I never faint. Tried to shrink me with your ghosted ink, but I carved my truth in permanent brink. Armor stitched from slurs, not silk. Truth bleeds loud in rebel ink. No more your fiction behind my name. I rise unbranded, I'm bowed untamed. This pen is power in my fist. Truth don't flinch and I will miss. Armor stitched from slurs, not silk. Truth bleeds loud in rebel ink. Call it rage, call it grace, either way I own this space. No hush can hold me now, no script can write me out. I'm louder than their doubt, this voice don't bow. From the silence I rise with the name redefined. You can't mute what's divine, this voice is mine. No hush can hold me now, no script can write me out. I'm louder than their doubt, this voice don't bow. From the silence I rise with the name redefined. You can't mute what's divine, this voice is mine. scar became a new battle song. You don't get to tell my story wrong, not anymore. This page is mine all along. I don't need your ink to write it. Silence I rise, not silver.